Hey there. Looks like we're seatmates for the next few hours.
Yeah, I guess we are. Hopefully this flight isn't too bumpy. I'm not a huge fan of turbulence.
Same here. I always clutch the armrests when it gets bumpy. It's like you can't help yourself.
Oh, I know the feeling. It's like your body braces for the worst, even though you know the flight crew is used to it.
Exactly. I always remind myself that it's normal to have a little turbulence. It's just part of flying. But it's not my favorite part.
Yeah, no kidding. But hey, we're in the air, so that means we're on our way to somewhere exciting. Where are you heading?
I'm off to Paris for a week. It's been on my bucket list for ages. Finally decided to take the plunge and go.
Paris, huh? That sounds amazing. I've always wanted to visit. I'm heading to Tokyo for work. It's a bit of a business trip, but I'm hoping to squeeze in some sightseeing while I'm there.
Nice. Tokyo is on my list too. What's the work part of your trip like? Do you have to sit through long meetings?
Unfortunately, yes. But I'm trying to make the most of it. I'll be stuck in meetings for most of the week, but I'll carve out some time to explore. You know how it is. It's always a balancing act between work and play.
Tell me about it. I'm the same way when I go on vacations. A little work never hurt anybody, right? So, how long is your flight?
It's about 12 hours, give or take. Long, but not the worst. What about you?
Oh, mine's about the same. It's a bit of a marathon, but I've packed plenty of snacks and a good book, so I think I'll be fine. You know, I've always hated the middle seat, but at least we're not sitting in the back row.
Haha, true. The middle seat is a no man's land. You're basically stuck between two people with no space to stretch out.
Exactly. And don't even get me started on the legroom. I feel like my knees are always in the way of the person in front of me.
Tell me about it. It's like they designed the seats to be as cramped as possible just to fit more passengers. And don't get me started on the food.
Oh yeah, airplane food is usually pretty underwhelming, isn't it? I try to bring my own snacks because I can't stand those little trays they give you.
Same here. The last time I had one of those meals, it was so bad I had to pretend to like it, just to be polite. It's never the greatest. But hey, it's not like you're flying for the food, right?
Exactly. You're in it for the destination. I mean, the flight is just a means to an end. It's what happens when you get there that counts.
I totally agree. You can't judge a trip by the plane ride alone. Once you land, everything's worth it.
True. And speaking of landing, I've heard Paris's airports are a bit of a maze. I'm hoping I don't get lost in translation when I try to find my way around.
Yeah, every airport seems to have its own personality, right? I've been to some where it feels like you need a map just to get to baggage claim.
Exactly. I always make sure to check the signs ahead of time. And maybe I'll use a translator app for the French, just to be safe.
Smart move. It's always good to have a backup plan. Speaking of, do you have any tips for handling jet lag? I always struggle with that.
Oh, jet lag is the worst. I try to adjust my sleep schedule a couple of days before the trip, but it doesn't always work. Hydrating helps, though. I drink a lot of water, and I try not to drink too much coffee on the flight.
Yeah, I've heard that's important. I always end up chasing the caffeine when I'm tired, but it never ends well. I'm thinking of trying melatonin next time to help me sleep.
That could work. You know, some people also swear by doing stretches or even walking around a bit during the flight to stay energized.
Good idea. I'll have to try that next time. Anything else you recommend for making long flights more bearable?
I'd say definitely bring entertainment. Podcasts, audiobooks, or even a good show to binge watch. Time flies when you're distracted by something fun.
You're so right. I've also started downloading some language apps to practice my Japanese on the flight. It's a good way to pass the time and feel productive.
Nice. That's actually a great idea. I should probably do that for my French. You never know when it'll come in handy.
Exactly. And honestly, even if you don't use it on the trip, it feels good to know you're learning something new. It's a win-win.
I love that mindset. You're making the most out of your flight, which is great. I'm definitely going to take a page out of your book next time.
Ha ha ha. Happy to help. You know, sometimes it's the little things that can make a big difference. Like, I always bring a neck pillow, even though it's a pain to pack. It helps me sleep on these long flights.
I wish I could sleep on flights, but I've never been able to get comfortable enough. I've tried neck pillows, blankets, you name it.
Yeah, it's hit or miss for me too. But I feel like if I don't at least try, the flight feels twice as long.
That's a good point. Well, it looks like we're starting to get ready for takeoff. I always get a little excited when the plane starts to rev up the engines.
Same. It's like the calm before the storm. I get a little nervous, but the anticipation is always part of the thrill. Plus, once we're in the air, it's smooth sailing.
Right. And if all goes well, we'll both be sipping coffee at our destinations in no time.
You got it. Here's to smooth flights and even smoother trips ahead.
Cheers to that. I'm really looking forward to it. Let's make the most of this journey.